Hello and welcome again to Cindy's Library, where we discuss all things bookish. And today I want to talk about my plans for December, and I am very excited. First of all, I'm going to start with my annual reads. A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, of course. Can't be Christmas without A Christmas Carol. And since there are some more of Charles Dickens's Christmas stories in here, we will have to see if I can get to any others of them as well. And The Father Christmas Letters by J.R.R. Tolkien, which are too adorable. I'm excited to share this one with you as well. Let's see. I've ordered several books, which should be here any day. I Saw Three Ships by Elizabeth Gouge. So, not sure how close to the song it is, except there are definitely three ships. But Elizabeth Gouge comes highly recommended, so I am excited for that one. Jacob T. Marley by R. William Bennett. Yes, Marley has his own story. There are reasons why he became the person he was, and there are reasons why he led Scrooge down the same road. And let's just say he gets a shot at redemption. So, wonderful story. Christmas Spells by Jennifer Chiaverini. Not sure if I'm saying that right, but based on Longfellow's poem, I Heard the Bells on Christmas Day, the story behind the story, so to speak, so I am very excited for that one as well. Let's see, what else? Made some decent progress on The Art of Biblical Narrative by Robert Adler, but I'm obviously not finished yet, so we'll be continuing on. Only got one chapter through. William and Dorothy Wordsworth, all in each other by Lucy Newland, and this one hasn't been nearly as easy as Dorothy and Jane, and so this is probably going to take me a while, but that's okay. I've actually been making a bit of progress in How to Read a Book by Mortimer J. Adler and Charles Van Doren. I am just about halfway through, so nearly done with section 2 of 4 sections. And section 3 is basically by genre matter isn't quite right. More subject matter. You've got philosophy, you've got science, you've got history, literature, dramas, and poetry, etc., and so forth. And so I will be focusing on several of those chapters that are most interesting to me, then going on to section 4, and then I will go back and hit the other parts of section 3, because I am anxious to finish learning how to read. Not that I don't know how to read, but there can be a lot more in reading than you might think. Let's just say that. Let's see, what else? Got through a couple more chapters, I think, of Thrawn Ascendancy by Timothy Zahn, but still have a ways to go, so we will be working on that. Not bad progress here for Wives and Daughters. This will take a bit longer, but I'm getting into it now, so maybe I will start whipping through it. We'll have to see. The holidays could distract me. Holidays are dangerous that way. Let's see. Apologia Pro Vita Sua by John Henry Newman. This, I think, will be an interesting take on Catholicism in England, so we shall see. Got through the introduction, basically. And here's another long-term one, Letters of J.R.R. Tolkien, edited by Humphrey Carpenter. Made some decent progress, got through probably 20 letters this month, so slowly but surely. And I have decided about Jane Austen's letters. As much as I want to get to them, I probably need to finish Tolkien first. About halfway through Prisoner of Azkaban now, so this will be another long track project. As for new items, Blades of Freedom, Hazardous Tales by Nathan Hale. If you don't know about this series, it is a graphic novel series. And so, yeah, you can see it has some great pictures in it. But unlike a lot of graphic novels, this is actually non-fiction. He even has a whole bibliography here at the end of sources he's citing. So this one is about the Haitian Revolution and how it led to the Louisiana Purchase. Of course, Napoleon Bonaparte. He gets a cameo in here too. The whole premise is the American spy during the Revolutionary War, Nathan Hale. He is caught and he is tried for treason and condemned. But in the first book, which is One Dead Spy, magically a huge history book appears and swallows Mr. Nathan Hale, and then spits him out again, knowing everything there is to know about American history. So he keeps telling the hangman and the provost all of these stories from American history to prolong his life as much as possible, kind of like Scheherazade from Arabian Nights in that way. So that's how the whole thing started, and yep, as I said, this one, we've got Haiti, Napoleon, and the Louisiana Purchase, so it should be good fun. Highly recommended for middle graders, or even maybe a tad bit lower. Oh, what do they recommend? Nothing specific like some have about content ratings on graphic novels. But yeah, I would say definitely middle grade, maybe even a wee bit lower for those who have interest in history but may not be great readers. And yes, The Ichabod by J.K. Rowling sounds intriguing. I haven't actually read it when it was online, so this will be exciting. Her version of a fairy tale, from my understanding. And then Breaking Bread with the Dead, Alan Jacobs, A Reader's Guide to a More Tranquil Mind. So, more about reading. I can always use books about reading. As for what else is on the list, The Box of Delights by John Masefield. Oh, that was a Christmas one too, so that should have been in the Christmas list at the beginning. The Christmas ones I'll definitely all do this month. Q's Legacy and The Duchess of Bloomsbury by Helen Hanff. Let's see. City of Bells and The Dean's Watch by Elizabeth Gouge. I want to try her. Athelstan by Tom Holland, Penguin Monarchs. So I'll be slowly going through those. Should be very exciting to learn more about that time period. I want to do from a certain point of view, The Empire Strikes Back. Yes, believe it or not, it has been, let's see, a Well, it's been a long time since The Empire Strikes Back, and it is an anniversary this year, and so they released Another Certain Point of View, which is a collection of short stories told by characters all over the place from The Empire Strikes Back. So we might get something from Yoda. We might get something from the Space Slug. We might get something from Lobot on Cloud City. We might get Wedge Antilles on Hoth. You never know. So it should be fun, and I'll be able to slowly work my way through that when I get it. So, and let's see. The Gentleman and the Thief I got last month, and so I will still want to read that. I started reading Hollowpox to Hunt for Morrigan Crow by Jessica Townsend, third book in the series. So far, very exciting. Let's just say there's a lot more going on in Nevermore than our heroine was first made aware of, especially with regards to the academy she is now connected with. So should be fun. When I finish it, I will definitely do a blog on the series to this point. Then Jolene by Mercedes Lackey, another Elemental Masters book. This one, it doesn't sound like it has our old friends Sherlock Holmes and Watson and Mary Watson and the two girls, Mary and Jane, who are now investigators too. So we are back to straight fairy tales for inspiration, it would appear, although I'm not sure which fairy tale this one is about, but we shall see. Anyways, that is what I have on my reading list for December. Is it quite likely I will not get through everything? Entirely possible. The things that I'm most likely to do are short items that are rollovers from November, and of course, Christmas is a must. And so there may be some things that are newer that I might not get to this month, but that's okay. Christmas is a time for reading, so we will enjoy what can be done. So that is all I have this time from Cindy's library. If you have any comments or suggestions, I'd love to hear them. If you have Christmas reading plans yourself, I would love to hear them. No, I'm not doing the challenges. There was it was basically a murder mystery based on Clue 1. I'm afraid I'm not doing that. I've got plenty to be working on. Although I should do that sometime. I do have some items I want to get to in the mystery genre. But we shall see. We shall see. Not right now. And I probably have counted for one of the lines on the Christmas challenge, but I haven't actually taken a look at to formally figure that out. Except I obviously have at least one item with a red cover. So I've got that covered. I remember that one. So, yep, let me know what your own Christmas reading plans are. I'd love to hear about it. And until next time, I hope everyone stays safe and healthy, and happy reading.